Monsuno, released as Jūsen Battle Monsuno in Japan, is a Japanese-American animated series that premiered in the United States on February 23, 2012 on Nickelodeon's sister channel, Nicktoons, and began airing on TV Tokyo in Japan in October 2012, with global launches staggered by country sometime between summer 2012 and spring 2013 through Nickelodeon. The series was created by Jeremy Padawer and Wolfson. It is distributed by FremantleMedia and is produced by Dentsu Entertainment USA, FremantleMedia, Jakks Pacific, and the Tops Company. Synopsis. Season 1, Monsuno, World Master. The show revolves around reawakened monster DNA called Monsuno that finds its way into the unsuspecting hands of adventure-seeking teenagers Chase, Ginger, and Bren. Accompanied by their Monsuno, Lock, Charger, and Quickforce, they are searching for Chase's father Jakks Suno, the creator of the Monsuno. They are soon joined by Buell, a monk from the Himalayas, along with his Monsuno Glowblade. Buell often speaks of 5 people that with the help of their Monsuno, could change the world. It just so happens that they are that 5, along with Dax, a teenager who along with his Monsuno air switch, opposes the team and is disliked among most people. The team has yet to befriend him and persuade him to join their cause. They are also on the run from HAMMER type agency called STORM, whose plans are still in question, and Dr. Emmanuel Clips, a malevolent scientist who has his own nefarious plans. Season 2, Monsuno, Combat Chaos. The 5 adventure-seeking teenagers are once again in the Battle of Monsunos, now, however, with Jakks Suno officially back from being missing or kidnapped. But along with old foes, come new, with the Forge Resistance, a manufacturer bent on destroying the world with wild core bombs, the STORM. Strike Squad, a team which could be considered the anti-version of Team Cortec, hand-picked by Charlemagne, the Hand of Destiny, a team of century-old tribes who have hidden from the world underground long ago, and 6, a teenager clone of Dr. Eclipse. Now on Team Cortec's tail, Chase and his friends are ready to take the heat. But as the battle becomes tougher, the team must face new problems and must come to connect to their Monsunos than ever before. Characters. The characters are accompanied by Monsunos, which are contained in cylinder regeneration chamber capsules known as cores. Cortec. Chase Suno, one of the main protagonists. A brave and adventurous boy, Chase is the leader of Team Cortec. In first season World Masters, Chase engages on a journey to find his father Jakks Suno, a research scientist who disappeared while experimenting with a mysterious power source called Monsuno Essence, which brought him into conflict with both the corrupt government agency STORM and the Rouge scientist Dr. Clips. In the second season Combat Chaos, Chase is repeatedly having visions of this mother Sophia who was believed to be deceased, which leaves him to confront the Hand of Destiny, which might have a hand at Sophia's disappearance. Lock, Chase's first partner. He is a hybrid of a polar bear, a gorilla, and a tiger. He was later combined with Evo to form Lock 2.0. Evo, one of Chase's monsters. He is a hybrid of a condor and a swan. He was later combined with Lock to form Lock 2.0. Nightstone, one of Chase's monsters. He is a hybrid of a jackal and a panther. Nightstone was renamed Night Jackal in the Japanese version. Barbian, one of Chase's monsters. She is a hybrid of a mandrill and a rat. Deep Six, one of Chase's new Monsunos in Season 2. This Monsuno is a hybrid of a shark and a wolf. Batterum, another of Chase's new Monsunos for Season 2. He resembles a ram. Bren, one of the main protagonists. A timid but inquisitive boy who's an adept computer programmer and hacker. Bren is one of Chase's closest friends and is usually the one to master or decode any piece of technology or Monsuno equipment that Team Cortec comes across. Bren has a bit of a playfully antagonistic relationship with Ginger. Quickforce, one of Bren's monsters. He is a hybrid of an antelope and a raven that resembles a hippogriff. In the Season 2 premiere, Quickforce was destroyed by a wild core bomb. Longfang, one of Bren's monsters. He is a hybrid of a saber-toothed tiger with mineral diamond. Shellshot, one of Bren's monsters. He has a Chelonian appearance. Neo Quickforce, one of Bren's new monsters in Season 2 to replace Quickforce. While his general appearance is the same as Quickforce's, he has different abilities. Ginger, one of the main protagonists, renamed Vicky in the Japanese version. Ginger is the self-proclaimed sassy and genuinely outspoken tomboy member of Team Cortec who's often the first one into battle. Ginger is a strong supporter to Chase in his journeys and is known to playfully tease Bren on occasion. Ginger might be attracted to Dax even though she might not admit it aloud. Charger, one of Ginger's monsters. He is a hybrid of an armadillo, a bison, and a moose. Whipper, one of Ginger's monsters. He resembles a frilled lizard. Skyfall, one of Ginger's monsters in Season 2. She is a hybrid of a hawk, a butterfly and a bat. Buell, a supporting protagonist. He was renamed Noah in the Japanese version. An introspective and spiritual young man, Buell was introduced in the episode Knowledge as a monk who possesses the Monsuno sight, a special ability that allows one to see into the future. Buell aided Chase, Bren, and Ginger escape from the Booksman's evil clutches and join Team Cortec afterwards. Glowblade, one of Buell's monsters. He is a hybrid of a three-headed snake and a spider. Arachnarblade, one of Buell's monsters. He is a hybrid of a spider and a scorpion. He was renamed Axeblade in the Japanese version. Mystic Blade, one of Buell's monsters in Season 2. He is a hybrid of a wolf, a boa constrictor and an eagle. He resembles the mythical Aztec creature Quetzalcoatl. Dax, a cocky young drifter that joined Team Cortec in the episode RSPV. Dax has a mysterious past that might tie into Dr. Clip's illegal Monsuno research. In the original English version, he has a bit of an Australian accent. Renamed Ash in the Japanese version. S-Witch, one of Dax's monsters. He is a hybrid of a hawk, a vulture and a lizard. Boost, one of Dax's monsters. He is a hybrid of a wolf and a wildcat. He was renamed Boost Saber in the Japanese version. Bioblaze, one of Dax's monsters. He is a hybrid of a centipede and a dragonfly. Clubber, one of Dax's monsters in Season 2. He is a hybrid of a bull and an ankylosaurus. STORM Commandant Marshal Charlemagne, the stern and ruthless head of STORM. Agency. She was behind Master Eye's death in Season 2. Driftblade, one of Charlemagne's monsters. It resembles an armored lion. It was renamed Kingblade in the Japanese version. Driftblade was later combined with Black Bullet to form Driftblade 2.0. Commander Trey, STORM Second-in-Command General. Ricochet, one of Trey's monsters. It resembles an armored Hercules beetle. It was renamed Heavypanzer in the Japanese version. Clipper, one of Trey's monsters. It resembles a hybrid of an equipped hen. Bayonet, one of Trey's monsters. Venomelian, one of Trey's monsters. It resembles an armored chameleon. Air Chopper, one of Trey's monsters. It resembles a bird. John Ace, Jared's assistant. After he had been captured by Eclipse, he was turned into a half-Monsuno creature called Toxic Ace. He returns to human form late into Season 2, and at the end, becomes the new head of STORM. Black Bullet, one of Ace's monsters. He is a hybrid of a falcon and a crow. He was renamed Snake Bird in the Japanese version. Later used by Charlemagne, who combined him with Driftblade to form Driftblade 2.0. Goldhorn, one of Ace's monsters. She is a hybrid of a wild boar and a rabbit. Later used by Trey. Captain, a high-ranking agent of STORM. After Captains Monsuno were defeated by Bren's Longfang, Charlemagne demoted him to lieutenant. Hydro, one of Captain's monsters. It has the head of a hammerhead shark and the body of an unknown animal. Later used by the STORM. Elite. STORM. Soldiers, the foot soldiers of STORM. STORM. Elite, the elite agents of STORM, who are skilled in the use of Monsuno. Crossbolt, one of the STORM elite's monsters. It looks like an armored wild beast with enormous tusks. Skysight, one of the STORM elite's monsters. It is a four-headed serpentine Monsuno with saw-like wings that spin in a circle. From below, it looks like an UFO. STORM Strike Squad, an agency created by Commandant Marshal Charlemagne with teenagers. Storm Specialist Alpha, counterpart of Chase Suno. He possesses the Monsuno sight, but is seemingly unaware of this. Tripwire, one of STORM Strike Squad's monsters. X-Ray, a W Florin AA to the first of Florin currency counterpart of Bren. He possesses the Monsuno sight, but he does not seem to have noticed. Blockade, one of STORM Strike Squad's monsters. Tango, counterpart of Ginger. She possesses the Monsuno sight, but like Alpha and X-Ray, does not seem to have considered this. Iron Jaw, one of STORM Strike Squad's monsters. Kilo, counterpart of Buell. Werewing, one of STORM Strike Squad's monsters. Bravo, counterpart of Dax. Deadfall, one of STORM Strike Squad's monsters. Eclipse, Dr. Emmanuel Clips, a former member of STORM, who is the primary antagonist of Monsuno, World Masters. A brilliant but immoral scientist who was a former partner of Dr. Jerry Suno on Monsuno Essence. Dr. Clips is determined to capture Chase and his Monsuno lock, whom he believes could be a Oed linchpin in his master plans. Dr. Clips is also the creator of the Monsuno Fighting Underground and Dark Spin, a ruthless group of mercenaries. Backslash, one of Clips's monsters. It is a hybrid of a grey wolf and a grizzly bear that resembles a werewolf. It was renamed Hellbreaker in the Japanese version. Blackslash was later combined with Shadowhenet to form Backslash 2.0. Hargrave, Clips's loyal butler. He has the Monsuno sight, but has not realized this, which is why he suddenly collapses in Season 2's finale. Shadowhenet, one of Hargrave's monsters. It is a hybrid of a bat and a scorpion. Later combined with Backslash to form Backslash 2.0. Firewasp, one of Hargrave's monsters. It is a hybrid of a tarantula and a wasp. It was renamed Flamecopper in the Japanese version. Twinsting, one of Hargrave's monsters. It resembles a hybrid of a spider with two scorpion tails. Dom Pyro, a mercenary and demented collector of rare antiques who possesses Monsuno visions and is hunting Chase Suno and his friends to add in his collection. Dragonburn is one of Dom's monsters. It is a hybrid of a dragon and a velociraptor. Number 6, the sixth clone of Dr. Emmanuel Clips. Demise, one of Six's monster. It is a hybrid of a wolf, a gorilla and a crocodile. Dark Spin Gang. The Dark Spin Gang are a group of mercenaries who have worked for Eclipse and STORM. Among its members are, Medea, the beautiful yet wicked leader of the Dark Spin Gang and one of Eclipse's spies sent to hunt down Chase Suno. Medea is undeniably cunning yet dangerously unstable, and commands absolute loyalty from her subordinates. Medea is obsessed with Chase and forcing him to engage her in the perfect Monsuno battle. Poisonwing, one of Medea's monsters. It is a hybrid of a dragonfly and a spitting cobra. It was renamed Winged Viper in the Japanese version. Toxiclaw, one of Medea's monsters. It resembles a hybrid of a mantis and a beetle. Dragonolf, one of Medea's monsters. It resembles a hybrid of a dragon and a wolf. Argius Arg is the oversized member of the Dark Spin Gang. He was renamed Ghoul in the Japanese version. Moonfire, one of Argius's monsters, renamed Ganymede in the Japanese version. Thunderhoof, one of Argius's monsters. It resembles a lion. Latinus Latinus is a member of the Dark Spin Gang. He was renamed Fox in the Japanese version. Spider Wolf, one of Latinus' monsters, a hybrid of a wolf and a spider. It was renamed Wolfenbat in the Japanese version. Duster, one of Latinus's monsters in Season 2. It is hybrid of a wolf and a bat. Telegonus Telephone. Telegonus is a member of the Dark Spin gang with Street Fighter tendencies. He was renamed Alan in the Japanese version. Spike Bat, one of Telegonus' monsters. It is a hybrid of a bat and a wasp. It was renamed Night Spike in the Japanese version. Gold Spear, one Telegonus' monster in Season 2. It's hybrid of a bat and a wolf with spikes. Underground employees These characters run an arena called the Underground. Grandma Future, Mr. Black's mother and the self-proclaimed fortune-teller of Axistan who also controls the Underground Monsuno games. Mr. Black, the manager of the Underground, and the son of Grandma Future. Spy Clash, one of Mr. Black's monsters. It is a hybrid of a worm and a scorpion. It was renamed Spikeworm in the Japanese version. Righty is one of Mr. Black's bodyguards and the twin brother of Lefty. Snipclaw, one of Righty's monsters. It resembles an insect with claws. Renamed Hunterclaw in the Japanese version. Lefty is one of Mr. Black's bodyguards and twin brother of Righty. Firewalker, it is one of Lefty's monsters. It is an 8-legged hybrid of an alligator and a lizard. It was renamed Magmadal in the Japanese version. Desert Wolves The Desert Wolves are a group of people who go around preaching the freedom of Monsuno. Among its members are, One-Eyed Jack, the leader of the Desert Wolves. He was once a STORM elite because he had the power to communicate with Monsuno. Charlemagne put him with a Monsuno who broke his right leg, hand, and eye. After that, he wanted to free all the Monsunos. Renamed Joker in the Japanese version. Freedom Striker, one of One-Eyed Jack's monsters. It resembles a red panther. Renamed Meteor Striker in the Japanese version. A former Eclipse monster who is now Jack's soul monster. Brother Potso/Geo, the hammer-wielding member of the Desert Wolves. Stingerpede, one of N.A. Man's monsters. It is a hybrid of a dragonfly and a centipede. Mute Woman/Becca, member of the Desert Wolves. Mute Woman is the unofficial name of this female operative and is sister of Buell, and adoptive daughter of Master Eye, Sizzler, one of Mute Woman's monsters. It resembles a three-horned rhinoceros with claw-tipped arms coming out of its shoulders. Forge Forge is a team of Orange Core users introduced in the second season. Its motto is Destruction be our calling card, Mayhem be our hands. Professor Torlis, the leader of Forge. He once worked for STORM. Before leaving for unknown reasons. He has a cybernetic eye and a metal plate covering his mouth. He stutters when he speaks. After Chase thwarts his plan to destroy Westwood City, he swears revenge against him. Shadowclaw, one of Torlis's Monsuno. It resembles a hybrid of a hawk. It is shown in episode 40 for first time. Dries, the leader of the punk monks posing as an informant for Cortec in episode 27. X-100, one of Dries's Monsuno. It resembles a cyborg tiger with antelope-like antlers. Afterburn, one of Dries's Monsuno. It looks like a cyborg hydra with 3 heads. Tinker, a punk monk member. Throttle, a punk monk member. Ratchet, a punk monk member. Visgrip, used by the punk monks. It is a cross between a snail, a lobster, and octopus. Statisholt, used by the punk monks. A cyborg cross between a wolf and a deer. Turbine, used by the punk monks. A cyborg cross between a frilled lizard and a salamander. Rivetclaw used by the punk monks. It resembles a scorpion. Ripsaw, used by the punk monks. It resembles a wasp. Hand of Destiny The Hand of Destiny, also known as the Five Arms, is a team of Green Core users called Shapeshifter introduced in the second season. Petros, Five Arms leader. Keeper, Shapeshifter, a shape-shifting Monsuno. Shifter Lock, a green version of Lock transformed from Shapeshifter. Shifter Mystic Blade, a green version of Mystic Blade transformed from Shapeshifter. Shifter Clubber, a green version of Clubber transformed from Shapeshifter. Others Jerry Suno, Chase's father. Originally a researcher working for STORM. He went missing before both STORM and Chase Suno tried to find him. He was often abducted at the end of Season 1. Sophia Suno, Chase Suno's mother. During Chase Suno's quest of finding Jerry Suno, she appeared in Chase's vision. She is the damsel in distress in Season 2, as it is implied the Hand of Destiny kidnapped her over 10 years ago, and that she had transported Buell to Chase's side during the episode Insight. The Bookman is the bookkeeper for the monks at the Library of Tabub who wants to control an army of Monsuno to conquer the world. Librax, one of the Bookman's monster. It resembles a red wolf with the back of a turtle. Dawnmaster, a professional thief and an ally of Cortec. Helped to change all the books in the library to Master Eye. Chiakla, one of Dawnmaster's monsters. It is a hybrid of a jaguar and an eagle. It was renamed Scleopard in the Japanese version. Master Eye, Buell's spiritual mentor and head monk of Tabub. He is killed in Season 2 when Charlemagne takes control of Jack's mind. Digby Droog, a mysterious character who appears halfway through Season 1. His generous hospitality for Team Cortec is a welcome treat which Bren is more than happy to oblige. Unbeknownst to the kids, he harbors an undying resentment for the Monsunos, and seeing they were not destroyed at the end of Season 1, he becomes a villain during Season 2, with the sole goal of activating Jerry's fail-safe device, fulfilling his vendetta. Chef Sid, a merchant. He has the Monsuno sight, but is not aware of this. Tendrils, a giant mutant plant from Episode 29. Kmi, a 12-year-old girl following Dawnmaster. Episodes. The series premiered on February 23, 2012 with the first 2 episodes Clash and Courage as a back-to-back 1-hour special. Production. Japanese version. Although the series had been aired in North America and across the world, the Japanese version of the series was delayed. Earlier, it was reported that Monsuno was being produced for TV Tokyo on FremantleMedia Kids' website, though was later changed to reflect that the show had begun airing across the world, including in the US. Later on June 14, 2012, it was announced that Japan would get the series, starting in October 2012 at the Bandai booth for the Tokyo Toy Show. Here, it was announced the show would air under the name, Jūsen Battle Monsuno, and that the toy line would hit Japan in September 2012. Later that same month, it was announced through the launch of TV Tokyo's website and various other outlets, that Monsuno would indeed air on the TV Tokyo network in October, on an unspecified date. Here the cast and staff were announced, as well as the renaming of certain characters, and that the Japanese version would retain the same soundtrack as the English version. Chase Suno, retaining his name in the Japanese version, would be voiced by Ken, a well-known actor and singer in Japan who had previously done the voice of Judy from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and Jill from the Tower of Druaga. Bren and most of the STORM and Eclipse characters would retain their original names, however, most of the Cortec cast would be renamed. Ginger was renamed Vicky, Buell to Noah, and Dax to Ash. In a tweet response to when someone asked about the name changes, co-creator Jard Wolfson responded on Twitter, saying names were slightly altered in order to better suit the Japanese market. 5. Broadcast history. The series premiered on October 3, 2012 at 6 p.m. JST on 60XN affiliated TV stations and ran new episodes on Wednesday evenings in that time slot until the series finale on September 25, 2013. After a special spin-off series of Inazuma 11 Go, which aired on Tuesday mornings at 7:30 a.m. JST, was cancelled due to low ratings, reruns of the first 13 episodes were broadcast in its place between January 2, 2013 and March 26, 2013, when they were taken off the schedule to make room for a Japanese dub of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Home Media, Shout! Factory began releasing Monsuno episodes on DVD in January 2013. Monsuno, Destiny was released on January 8, 2013, and Monsuno, Power was released on May 21, 2013. Other media. Toy line Jakks Pacific owns exclusive worldwide rights to manufacture Monsuno's toy products. Jakks Pacific is distributing directly in the United States and Canada. Bandai will be the distribution partner in Japan. Jakks Pacific will distribute in Europe. In Australia and New Zealand, Banter Toys and Collectibles will be the distribution partner. Trading card game A trading card game adaptation based on the series was released on March 5, 2012. International release The series world premiere aired on USA on February 23, 2012. Then, it aired on Italy on April 23, 2012 and on Latin America on May 5, 2012. It also aired on September 10, 2012 on Greece. It is distributed worldwide by FremantleMedia Enterprises since it was distributed in the United States by FremantleMedia North America. References. External links, official website, Japanese, official Japanese site at Bandai, Japanese, TV Tokyo's Monsuno website, Monsuno at the Internet Movie Database, Monsuno at the Big Cartoon Database, Monsuno at Anime News Network's Encyclopedia.